Hi there and welcome to Celeb Hut. Jay-Z said he was battling for his marriage with Beyonce. And for us, we decided to battle for our adoration for our family. Well, it seems as though he's going to lose that fight since word on the roads is that he's going to get uncovered for fathering a mysterious kid outside his marriage. Well, Beyonce isn't having this by any stretch of the imagination. And she is at long last uncovering the wrecked truth about Jay-Z's mysterious youngster. Is Jay-Z truly going to have Beyonce playing him? His stepmother, so it seems to be Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage may be going to endure one more shot, since reports have it that Jay-Z is going to get uncovered for fathering a mysterious kid. Well, to be fair, he purportedly fathered the kid sometime before he began dating Beyonce, yet he has reliably denied the brotherhood, and he's going to get uncovered for being a liar and a bum father. Discuss a wreck. So the supposed child of Mr. Sean Carter is a man named Ramirez Satterwhite, and the show originally exploded back in 2015 when media sources revealed that Ramirez had recorded court reports against Jay-Z. It was a paternity claim that guaranteed that Jay-Z had glaringly deceived another Jersey court to try not to take a DNA test that could demonstrate that he was Ramirez's natural dad. So Ramirez guaranteed that Jay-Z connected with his mom Wanda during the 90s. And even however they utilized security, it fizzled and she became pregnant with Chief. The case initially got to court around 2010 when Wanda prosecuted Jay-Z to decide if he was Ramirez's natural father yet. The Caverns was tossed out of court on the grounds that the appointed authority controlled. He didn't have a purview to attempt the case anyway. Ramirez and his gatekeeper Lily Coley recorded a common claim in December 2014 where they guaranteed that Jay-Z had misled the court and introduced deceitful reports that kept the court from requesting him to take a paternity trial. Obviously, there were a lot of individuals saying that Ramirez was only searching for popularity and cash. Yet he and Lily denied these claims, bringing up that they weren't the ones who disclosed the case. Lily said all this consideration surprised us. We didn't anticipate that somebody should spill into the press. We weren't expecting this. The case delayed for quite a while, and in 2018, Ramirez recorded court reports where he guaranteed that Jay-Z was controlling the courts to try not to take click tests presently. I won't say that Jay-Z was controlling the court. So not yet, come on you. He is one of the most associated men in Hollywood, and I don't figure it would be that hard for him to utilize his associations with control the courts in support of himself. In addition to the case had been happening for quite some time by then, so there was unquestionably something off-putting continuing. Likewise, it worked out that the explanation the courts had tossed out the case back in 2010 was that Jay-Z's group had persuaded the courts to think that Ramirez's 8-year-old dad had been seen as yet as per his form declaration that was uncovered later. This was a gigantic falsehood. It got considerably more chaotic when Ramirez and Lily likewise blamed their own legal counselors for furtively conspiring with Jay-Z's legal counselors to make things significantly more turbulent. Ramirez at last consented to do a plunk-down interview with his child online where he said, "I don't need cash or anything like that from Jay-Z. I simply believe that he should at long last come clean to the world. He should be a positive, good example for our local area." He remains there, shouting people of color matter. Well, come clean also. Assume liability, and on the off chance that you say I'm not your child and nothing at any point occurred with my mother, simply step through the exam in the event that you're coming clean. For what reason is your most memorable response at whatever point you're asked to take a paternity test? Ramirez likewise guaranteed that his mother, Wanda, had let him know that Jay-Z was his genuine dad when he was 8 years old. Tragically, Wanda had become excessively ill to deal with Ramirez. Furthermore, in 2010, he in the long run began living with Lily, who is his backup parent. Now, this is where things get fascinating. Lily likewise addressed the child, and she said Wanda was just 16 years old when she supposedly met Sean. Yet she might have let him know she was more established. She fell pregnant, yet she had no clue about how to reach him at the time. Jay-Z was in his 20s. At any rate, this has caused a colossal debate online in light of the fact that individuals are asking why he purportedly engaged with the 16-year-old. In any case, throughout the long term, individuals have brought up how bizarre it is that he just appears to go for ladies that are way more youthful than he is. First, there was Aaliyah, and afterward Beyonce, whom he initially began dating when she was 18 and he was in his 30s. So there were hypotheses that the genuine explanation Jay-Z would rather not step through the examination is that it turns into a positive, which would demonstrate that he got cozy with his 16-year-old when he was in his 20s. Lily likewise guaranteed that when they previously got in contact with Jay-Z's legal counselors to secretly resolve things, they contacted her and were all overall quite inviting. They even proposed to sign Ramir to Jay-Z's mark. Yet she rejected it in light of the fact that he was still in secondary school at that point, and she believed him should zero in on his schooling. This is where things change, and as per Lily's out of nowhere, various legal counselors reached out and their demeanor was totally different. And I think they understood there was more in question foreseen given that Wanda was purportedly underage. No doubt the age thing is most certainly a figure. This entire wreck this case has been happening for just about 13 years now, since while the first documented in 2010, and it appears as though Ramirez becoming ill and fed up with the lawful to and fro. As per new reports, Ramir recorded another movement with the New Jersey High Court in February of this current year, mentioning that the court unlocked years' worth of archives, tracing all the way back to 2012, contending that holding the case under wraps has kept him from getting his fair treatment. Well, LJZ and his legal counselors at last answered in a letter to the Day-to-Day Mail, and they said the charges have been recently evaluated completely by the courts and have been discredited. I am certain that will be the result of whatever filings Mr. Satterthwaite is perhaps at present thinking about what it resembles. We're going to observe a major chaotic fight in court since all mysteries are going to be uncovered. Yet one inquiry on everyone's brains is the reason Jay-Z simply doesn't step through the examination and figure out the issues. Unequivocally, I mean it's been around a long time since this fight in court started, and it would in a real sense take him one moment to take a DNA test that will demonstrate that he isn't the dad, and everybody can at last accept reality for what it is. Yet then, at that point, except that the genuine explanation Jay-Z is being slippery and declining to step through the examination is that he knows, or if nothing else, he thinks that Ramir could be his child yet. Like I said previously, if he consents to DNA tests and he's the dad he will be hauled for laying down with a minor presently, we should not fail to remember how the bee colony will come for him, for having a mysterious youngster when he's hitched to Beyonce. I know Ramir was brought into the world before Jay-Z's Beyonce, however, Jay will get cooked one way or another, so I sort of get why he's playing find the stowaway with this yet, as per an insider. Beyonce is not prepared to play stepmother, assuming, incidentally, Jay-Z is Ramy's dad. The insider uncovered that Beyonce didn't pursue this in light of the fact that another kid was never a part of the conversation she had with Jay before they got hitched. She has previously excused Jay for a great deal of things, including his conning embarrassments, yet the source guaranteed that Beyonce doesn't know that she'd have the option to pardon him for this. Another source added that this new claim has overburdened their marriage, and both Beyonce and Jay-Z believe that the show should be completely finished. So aside from the way that Jay-Z is frightened of the public backfire, he is likewise frightened of losing Beyonce and is not entirely settled on how to figure this out so that it benefits. Everybody except individuals online is persuaded that Jay-Z knows that Ramir is his youngster, and that is the reason he would rather not take the DNA test. Someone remarked that trying not to do a DNA test is a significant warning. I am sorry, since in such a case that you're not the dad, simply do it to close the whole section. Likewise, on the off chance that he, to be sure, is the dad, then at that point, isn't it ruthless considering he was 22 while the mother was 16? Someone else expressed avoiding the lawyer test for quite a long time. Wow, he's certainly the daddy, and this other individual tweeted Jay has worked really hard to cover his tracks. Yet the way that he has avoided doing a paternity test for a very long time. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.